Well, look, I tell you what. Look them in the camera right now. They can't respond. Look them in the camera and tell them how you feel. Hold them accountable. Tell them what's really on your heart about it.
I mean, I don't want to get too deep, but I just feel like...
No. Nah, forget that, man. Like, get as deep as you need to get. That's my point. Like, get this out because it's something, and you have to get it out.
I just, bro, I really feel like abandoned. I don't feel like I trust nobody no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when a nigga telling the truth, I don't trust him, you know. And then I never had a chance to, like, just be a kid, bro. Like, only thing I just wanted to be my age. Even now, I can't be my age. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people my age now, you know, they just doing what they doing, partying or XYZ, but it's just like, you know, I feel like I had a lot of that taken away from me at a young age, so I was just trying to, like,
what role do you feel like they played in that? And tell them, look them in the cameras. They're looking at the screen right now.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the role they played me in this, and a lot of this shit.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Listen, if you want to support the channel financially, hit the super thanks button. Any amount is much appreciated. Now back to the content.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you for asking me.
All right, man. All right. So, are you homeless?
I'm in a transitional phase right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm 23 right now. You know what I'm saying? And for about 5 years, I was out, like, just out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sleeping in the street. You feel me? Kind of just got to a spot where I moved into a better, like, you know what I'm saying?
So where you at right now? Where you sleeping at right now?
Extended stay hotel, you know.
Okay, he's got a hotel? Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been at that hotel now?
Been at the hotel for probably like 3-4 months.
Okay. And so what are you doing for income right now?
Right now, I have my own small business, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's been able to get me into, you know, this extended stay and everything
What's
else.
the small business?
So I have a mixed drink business, and I sell liquor. You know what I mean? I do parties,
like
weddings, events.
It's like street vendors, like
yeah, I'm a street vendor.
I see the guys out here
like
all
that.
the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Street
hey
vendor.
man, I ain't mad at that, man. Salute to the grind.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Okay, man. Okay, all right. And so you're 23, and so you know you're kind of, you know, quasi, I guess, homeless, what we would say. Okay, homeless adjacent. All right. And so when it comes down to it, what was it that happened 5 years ago? I mean, 5 years ago, you was 18. So what was that happened that caused you to become homeless?
It was so much shit, like, you know what I mean? Cause like, I done been through so much shit, like, you know what I mean? So the first time it happened, I was in high school. Like, my dad had kicked me out the house because, like, this nigga, I told this, he was making me get a license. I'm just trying to tell him, like, you know what I'm saying? I think I was like 17, I didn't have the money to get it.
Driver's license?
Yeah, my driver's license.
Okay.
So he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get it. He took me all the way to the DDS, make a long story short. He took me to the DDS after he said he would get it. And once I passed my driver's license test, you know what I mean, I didn't have the money, so he had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So he paid for it. When we got into the car, he made a big scene about it and was like, just get out the car, you know, all that other shit. And so I was walking, he made me like walk home or some shit. And that was like 10 miles away. I had my brother pick me up and take me back to the house, but my dad was like, no, I can't come back in. So I was in high school. So I was like, all right, cool. So that's where that shit first started, you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up graduating, you know what I'm saying, high school, homeless, just a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And
so let's put a pin in that right there, right? So I wanna drill down on this story that you're telling. I'm gonna give you a little challenge on that, okay?
all right.
So you're saying that your dad took you to the DMV or whatever, DDS, and he paid for the license.
Yeah.
What happened in between him paying for the license and you guys is getting into it at the car? So what words did you say to him? Because here's where I'm coming from. It doesn't make a lot of sense that he would pay for the license. And I get he may have an attitude about it, but there may have been something that triggered him. What did you say or do?
I know it don't make no sense, bro. Because, like, the deeper the story goes, bro, you think, like, bro, this shit don't make no sense. I still be thinking, like, yo, that don't make no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's every night I always talk to God. And be like, I really don't understand none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit there and act like, you know, I ain't never had no part, you know what I'm saying, in the way my life is transpiring, in a sense.
Right, but specifically, though,
But,
I want to ask about that incident.
So,
did you
like,
say or do anything?
I don't remember, like, saying, like, I just remember, like, when
Did
he
you
asked
suck
me,
your teeth? Did you do anything?
No, I don't remember, but I don't think I remember dude saying is, he was like, why did you pay for it? I was like, I thought I told you I didn't have the money. You know what I'm saying? And so we got into the car, and I don't know, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never really had a good relationship with my dad. When we got to the first red light, as soon as we pulled out, he just told me to get the fuck out the car. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the first time that junk happened. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, so let me pause it there. So, do you have any kids?
Not anymore.
Okay, did you have one and you lost?
You know, my bitch talking about she was going to abort the shit, and I didn't tell her to get no abortion, but that was she did.
How long ago did that happen?
But that was recent. Like, I was like, she told me she got an abortion like 2 weeks ago.
Y'all live together?
No.
Where does she live?
She stays in Gwinnett County.
Okay. All right, so let's go back. Let's start. Have you ever been married, by the way?
No.
No? All right. So let's go back. Let's start from the beginning, man. So where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from right here.
Man, shout out to ATL, man. You say the east side?
Yep, East Lake.
Hey,
you know
man, shout out to east side, man, all day.
Yes,
I'm from the east side myself, man.
Okay.
Decatur to be exact. You
Decatur
feel
was
me?
greater, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, all day,
All
man.
day. All day.
All right, and so growing up on the east side, man, did you have both your mom and your dad in the household?
So like I was around in 5th grade. I think I was going, the middle of 5th grade, you know what I'm saying? But mainly, I was with I used to be at my grandma's house a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grandma's child, you know. And my parents, they wasn't together for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was together till I was like 10 or 11.
Right.
And then after that, you know, they wasn't together no more.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got two sisters on my mama's side. I got like 5 brothers on my daddy's side, 4 sisters on my daddy's side.
And where are you on your dad's side? Where are you in the birth order?
I am the youngest son.
You're the youngest son?
Yeah.
Okay. How many different moms does he have kids with?
Man, I don't even know. Like, you know, I don't even know. Like, my dad is very secretive, you know what I'm saying? And you think that's crazy? My granddad on my dad's side had 40 kids. So I really just think that junk be running in the family, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
your granddad had 40 kids?
Yeah, my granddad was a big time pimp in LA. Big time gangster. Like, everybody knew him and stuff. So he usually just be having kids with his, like, the ladies he pimp out.
Right. You know
what I'm saying? He used to have like kids by them. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, I got like 40 aunts and uncles that we know of right now. But my daddy be, you know what I'm saying, calling me every now and then talking about, you know, that he just figured out he got a new brother, a new sister. So ain't no telling, man. But we at like 40 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man. And so you know, you grew up on the east side. You grew up kind of mostly with your grandma. Where was your mom at?
My mom used to work a lot, you know, and that's what that was. But I never really had a good relationship with I didn't really keep up with what my mom was doing or what my daddy was doing at a young age, because I didn't really like fuck with him in a sense. And I know that shit sounds crazy. That's why I was at my grandma's house. I never really fucked with my mom and my dad. Like, I ran away when I was in 1st grade. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I done had a pretty like traumatizing, like, you know what I'm saying, like, life.
Why'd you run away in 1st grade?
Cause the household I was in, like, that shit with my mama, I was scared of my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I think what it really was like, I never had a chance to be a real child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never. And I just wanted to, it was so bad, bro. Let me tell you some real true shit. When I ran away, right? I ran away to my neighbor's house, like, you know what I'm saying, like 2-3 blocks up the street. And I was begging them folks to take me to the Georgia Adoption Agency. Because I thought, you know what I'm saying, that was a better place for me to be. Because I had a friend who went to the Georgia Adoption Agency. And he was like, you know, they take good care of you, this, that, the third. So I'm like, that's where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to get away from an abusive situation, verbally and physically, emotionally. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just all that. Like,
I get it, man. I get it. All right. So, I mean, kind of had a tumultuous childhood to an extent. But we ended up going to high school, right?
Yeah.
Well, did we graduate?
Of course.
What school, man?
I went to Shanley High School.
Man, shout out Chamblee, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Chamblee. So, I mean, did you live up there or did you?
Nah, we had moved out there, like, so I ended up, like, staying with my daddy for a while. Like, as life went, my mama kicked me out when I was 12, so I had to go stay with my dad.
What'd she kick you out for?
I ain't gonna lie, like, see, I've had a problem with sticky fingers. You know what I'm saying? Since I was a little boy, just stealing shit. Like, I used to steal the gift cards that say $50 on it because I thought I had $50 on the card. So one day, bro, like, it was in 7th grade. I wasn't going to school. I was going to school. I wasn't going to class.
Right.
I was just going around, just trying to find shit. And I had stole this nigga money. I stole $300 from him when I was in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? And the school had arrested me and all that other stuff. So as a result of everything.
What school was that?
This was at a school called Hopewell Middle School.
Okay.
Yeah, so as a result of that, my mom, she had kicked me out and sent me to my dad.
Well, I mean, I guess that made sense. You know, at that age of 12, you know.
It didn't make no sense, bro.
Well, I mean, that's normally the time when moms will send their kids to go stay with dad because the kid, if he's a boy, normally is starting to kind of feel himself and feel like he's becoming a man, and he may challenge the mom a little more and things like that. So she may feel the need to have a man there to, you know, kind of raise him from that point forward. And I agree with that. I get that.
Right.
All right. So you went to go live with your dad, man, and it sounds like that was kind of rocky.
Yeah, my mom thought that shit would be like a better thing for me, but my dad had stayed in Section 8 housing at the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when I moved with my dad didn't have no rules, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I went from being in one household to having too many rules and restrictions to another one with no rules at all. And I'm in the projects, like, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like, you know, I got the chance to just be my age in a sense, just run around, do whatever I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, like, I feel like if I stayed with my mom, I would not be the person I am now, or I've never seen a situation that I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, you was exposed to things that kind of.
Yeah. And my mom, she tried to get me to come back to live with her like a year later, but I had to tell my mom, like, and she tried to have me go to the judge and lie and all that other shit, but I was just like, you know, I was too far gone. You know what I'm saying? At like 12, 13
What type of stuff
old.
was you into at that point?
At 12, 13, like, shit. I was into bitches. Definitely was into bitches. I was into getting money.
What age were you when you lost your virginity?
You know what's crazy, bro? Nobody believes me when I tell them. I was either 22 or 21. I was 21 or 22.
So what you mean you was in the female?
I just like the bitches. I just like to be around the bitches.
What was you doing with them?
Just kissing them and shit like that. Little just young nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and so you didn't lose your virginity until you was 21 or 22?
Yeah, but I
You're
also
23 now.
I'm 23, but I didn't have no confidence. Like, I'm still working on my confidence. Like, a lot of the situations that I've been through, it like took the confidence out of my soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, some people would say you're a handsome guy though.
Some people
nobody ever just came and just gave it to you?
Every day I be getting it. Every day, bro. I just be like, until I believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I move a certain way. I move.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of coasted off of my looks till I was about 16 to 17. Man. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
I ain't never went off that shit. Like, maybe like when I was younger, like 5th, 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? But the older I started, I had to grow up very, very young.
Was you trying to get sex earlier, or?
I was like, that shit wasn't. It's like I was, but it was like it was like I wasn't even focused on that shit. I think I was just so focused on bettering my situation, trying to just like get myself out of the situation. But also, more importantly, like I just don't be trusting bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust bitches, and that just got, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, you say that you're in a relationship now?
Nah, not no more.
When did that relationship end?
About like 2-3 weeks ago.
So when she told you that she had the deletion?
Yeah, no, she told me like, so basically she told me that I had got her pregnant. She was 6 weeks pregnant, she didn't know. And she was like, she's gonna get an abortion and she's done with me. And it was just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? No closure.
She didn't give no explanation as to why?
Nah, bro, like, so I kind of feel like, in a sense, maybe she lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she found someone else. Maybe, I don't know. Like,
how long had y'all been together?
I was fucking with Shawty for like a little over a year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and so is that like is that the woman that you lost your virginity to?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
Nah, like when I ain't gonna lie, when I did lose my virginity, I started going crazy. I think I fucked like 6 bitches that first few months. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I'm a clean nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't be sticking my dick in everything, especially because, like, you know, Atlanta leads the entire country with HIV and AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
Like, I don't be trying to stick my dick in everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me.
Okay. All right, man. So I mean, so at this point, you know, we kind of, you know, we're kind of hustling, right? And what I would call kind of doggy paddling, right? So we're
Right.
making progress, but, you know, slow moving, and a lot of it is just treading water because, you know, you're out here, you're hustling, but then you know you're paying the money for the hotel and this, that, and the third. So what are we doing to try to get to a point of a little more stability?
So like I said, I really just been, you know, on some saving shit, and really just asking God to make me be more disciplined with money. I've also been looking into things I can invest. Like one of my things I want to like my end game. I've been looking at like franchisements and everything like that, and this for everybody who like maybe watching this shit, like who like there's a ways out. Like Chick-fil-A is something I'm finna invest in. You can become a store owner for Chick-fil-A with just $10,000. So I'm gonna save that.
It's a little more difficult than that, man.
I know it's a little difficult than that. I know you
gotta have a net worth of like a few $million.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Not for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you do. Trust me, man. I've looked into Chick-fil-A, man.
Well,
I know a guy that owns a couple franchises. So, well, I mean, hey, continue to look into it.
Well,
I'm not trying to discourage you, man.
I'm
but
not saying you will.
You know,
just that.
But hey, listen, nothing wrong with, you know, looking at the franchise route and all like that.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that. I salute you for that. But yeah, when you do a little further research, you're gonna see it's not quite as easy as just having $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, again, okay. So I mean, you know, you're still a young man. So if your parents were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think their thoughts and their instincts would be?
They probably started crying. Shit. They probably would just, or they feel some type of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think they would feel like they failed? Or like they didn't do their
parts?
part?
In a sense, yeah, but I also feel like they wouldn't want to take responsibility for they wouldn't want to be accountable for a lot of this shit. Cause like a lot of this shit, when I be trying to hold them accountable for this shit, or for not just for this shit. But,
well, look, I tell you what. Look them in the camera right now. They can't respond.
Mm-hmm.
Look them in the camera and tell them how you feel. Hold them accountable. Tell them what's really on your heart about it.
I mean, I don't want to get too deep, but I just feel like
no. Nah, forget that, man. Like, get as deep as you need to get. That's my point. Like, get this out because it's something, and you have to get it out.
I just, bro, I really feel like abandoned. I don't feel like I trust nobody no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when a nigga telling the truth, I don't trust him. You know, and then I never had a chance to like just be a kid, bro. Like, only thing I just wanted to be my age. Even now, I can't be my age. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people my age now, you know, they just doing what they doing, partying or XYZ, but it's just like, you know, I feel like I had a lot of that taken away from me at a young age, so I was just trying to like
what role do you feel like they played in that? And tell them, look them in the cameras. They're looking at the screen right now.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the role they played me in this, and a lot of this shit was just leaving me hanging. Like, even though I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying, and I know I done messed up, but if we family, bro, like, you're not supposed to just like leave me hanging. That's fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Leave you out in the street,
just leave me hanging. Yeah, so like
stuff.
A lot of this stuff, I used to play basketball. I had an offer for basketball and everything, but a lot of this stuff is not even me. I was made into this person because of the situations I was put in. You know what I'm saying? And so I lost myself. I'm still trying to find myself. You know what I mean? Like, and so I be like getting depressed sometimes and shit like that, but then I just snap out that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's all I got to really say about that. You know what I mean?
I can dig it, man. I can dig it, man. Listen, I know sometimes it's tough, man. I mean, especially to tell our parents things. We build up walls, and it's hard to break those down sometimes. So I hope that was everything.
Yeah, that was
you
just
felt, man.
That was you know, a good broad statement of everything I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, man. All right. And so I mean, so I guess like I say, we're just kind of at this point you know, putting one foot in front of the other and kind of going from there, man. And I get that. I get that 100%. Do we have any history of drug use or anything like that?
I just
so besides marijuana, besides marijuana and alcohol.
Nah, bro.
So
nah.
right, so no hard drugs or anything like that.
Nah.
Do we have any official mental health diagnosis?
I got PTSD.
It was officially diagnosed.
Yeah.
Okay. When? What age?
Maybe like I think it was like 18.
Okay.
18.
PTSD
yeah.
from what?
Just sleeping out in the street life in general. Several police. Like I've had PTSD from the police, from jail, from the street, from a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to just be in the army to get PTSD.
No, 100%. Trust me, there's a lot of people in our community have PTSD from different, you know, trauma in their life.
Yeah.
100%, especially a lot of black men.
Yeah.
You know, so I agree 100%. All right, man. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
My Cash App is just my phone number. So 470-641-0179.
All right, man. Well, hey, listen, man, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions, and we wish you nothing but the best out here, all right?
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.